So my routine is Monday to Friday, I'm up at 5 o'clock in the morning. And the first thing I do, I get out of my bed, I set my timer for 5 minutes, and I get on the floor and I do my breathing exercise. And then I head to my room and I work out from 5:15 until 6:15. I make myself some breakfast, shower, makeup, hair, and I'm out the door. So one of the reasons why I went natural is because I knew that if I was going to stay healthy, I did not want to allow my hair to be a stumbling block, because I know when it comes to our hair, it takes a lot of money, it takes time. And so this is very easy for me, being natural and short. And so I would say, put your health before your hair. But it breaks my heart when I see our people praising God on high, but then we don't know how to take care of our bodies. You know what I mean? So I think this is something that's lacking: nutrition education, nutritional knowledge in our community, within the church, within the Black church, whether you're Haitian or Black American or African. We need this. And I think we need to see more Black YouTubers, Black women with natural hair, doing not just makeup tutorials, not just celebrity gossiping, but let's talk about our bodies. Let's talk about food a little bit more. I pig out every now and then, let me just be honest with you. But being around food my entire life, since I was 16 years old, and then going to culinary school, I'm around food all the time. And so what shifted for me was I joined the military at the age of 20 after finishing up cooking school, and I got assigned as the admiral's cook, and I was making these elaborate meals for this man just about every day. And then what I would do after leaving the base, I would drive to Popeyes or KFC, because I was tired. I'm like, you know what? I've been cooking all day, and I didn't want to come home and cook again. And so one day I had a revelation. I said to myself, Yasmine, you are cooking for this man like he's the king. Why don't you treat yourself the same way? And so that's when things shifted for me. And I began to invest more time, and I began to do meal prepping just like I did on base for my boss. And I've been doing that ever since. During my last coming in 29 Palms, California, I was stationed with a Navy dietitian, and working with her inspired me to study the human body and food. And so when I transferred over here, I got out, went to Norfolk State, and I studied food science nutrition, went on to teach at the culinary school, and I eventually landed the position as a food writer for a local magazine. And for me, cooking is an art, it's therapeutic. I love being in the kitchen. And so one of my goals was, when I decided to start eating healthier, was I did not want to sacrifice flavor. And so I incorporate a lot of my Haitian cuisine into the things that I cook. And I make sure everything looks good and it tastes amazing. To me, it's really all about what you want and what you think about yourself. If you're that person who loves to feel good and look good, you are going to invest the time to invest in your fitness and in your eating habits. And remember, we are what we eat, literally. So it is okay to go for the comfort food every now and then when we're trying to make ourselves feel better. In fact, comfort food is part of every culture. But it's not wise to make it a daily routine with the high processed fats and the simple sugars, including those energy drinks. And so exercising, I'll give you an example. For example, the upside down V in the yoga position, what it does is actually brings blood flow into your brain. Matter of fact, it's better than a cup of coffee. It energizes me. So moving it's so important for our mental health. The body was designed to move, number one. So a lot of us think that being healthy is just one component. You have to move, you have to eat right. And I love eating well because it makes me feel good. To me, moving around, exercising is one of the ways we have to deal with stress. Stress can be good and bad. In fact, stress can motivate us. But when we have to deal with the pressures of life, moving, when we are exercising, we have those endorphins that kick in and they burn off stress hormones. And so that's one component. The eating part, because I'm a foodie, I'm a food writer, I've been around the food industry my whole life. And I thought it would be best to incorporate those two together on my cooking show, fitness and food together. I used to do the gym, but I prefer working out from home because I get up early in the morning, 5 o'clock. I just don't want to drive to the gym, especially in the fall and in the winter. And so during the pandemic, when all the gyms were shut down, I began to, buy, a couple of dumbbells here, barbell there. And so it's just very convenient to work out from home. And for me, because I went through a lot of trauma growing up, I felt like working out was a way for me to de-stress. Again, when those endorphins kick in, it gives me clarity of mind, and then now I'm able to, think clearly. And matter of fact, when I'm working out, that's when a lot of my recipes come to mind. If you want to start off somewhere, begin slow. Do not try to, there's no magic pill out there. So if you're trying to lose 30 pounds, right? Start off very, very small, and find a routine on the internet that works for you. Even if you may not be able to afford a personal trainer, but there are tons of YouTubers who teach step aerobics and beginners weightlifting for beginners, and you have your neighborhood. Go out there and start walking. One thing that I do every day is, because I work Monday to Friday, during my 15-minute break, I step outside, I put on my tennis shoes for my office, and I go take a walk. So you can do that. So even if you don't have the time early in the morning to work out, during your break at work, take that time and go for a walk. That's what I would do. So it's been a wonderful journey for me.